When last we left our heroes, Nara, the drow sorceress, while surveying the deep network of mines and caves beneath the surface of Silver Rock, stumbled across an ancient civilization of Duergar called the Duathlun. These deep dwarves, known for their expertise in forging of deadly weapons, appeared to have been corrupted by some abyssal power that seemed to recognize Nara. Swiftly fleeing the mines, collapsing a tunnel behind her, she found Wolfgang the Angelic Warlock, Danir the Catman Wizard, and Asmo the Snackman Fighter at the Wandering Weasel, and informed them of her discovery. Later that night, as Danir prepared his dreamscape to train the Kylum Diaboli for this looming threat, he was met once again by Ramses Palto, the Archmage of Mitternacht. Ramses told Danir of a new prisoner he had apprehended, the former Inquisitrix Vileblood. He asked Danir to deliver a message to Wolfgang. How should this prisoner be dealt with? How will our heroes deal with these numerous issues? And how many more are yet lurking unseen? All right, the morning is once again upon you. As is the Oi guy. Here he comes. God help me, he's there. There he is.
There he is.
It's not a morning in Silver Rock without the Oi guy.
Yeah.
Asmo, once again, you have been working with the town guard. Not a whole lot of issues other than the strange memory lapse of the people that were carried home last night. The guards are trying to keep everything kind of hush-hush, as even they aren't entirely sure what happened there. They just know that there's a connection between the Wandering Weasel and the incident itself. Danir, you spent the rest of your night preparing your mental training ground for the Kylum. And Wolfgang, after being briefed by the numerous ongoings of the town in the morning by Venariel, you know you're going to have to start turning a profit with this gold soon, or else you're going to start running into some economic hardships within the town. But on the plus side, construction and the rebuilding of the town is nearing completion, and you've been given the... Essentially, with the amount of workers you still currently have employed here, including the ones from Amberglade and Fallwood Barrow, you'll probably be able to complete this construction within the week, or you can let those from Fallwood Barrow and Amberglade travel back to their towns now, which will extend the construction by an additional week or so, but it will generally do better for the morale of the people from those towns. Also, you'll have to not pay them more.
Well, if it's only a week, I guess we could deal with that.
As in send them home or pay them for the extra week?
If it's going to make the people happy and if it's going to save me money, then we could probably let them go home.
Gotcha. I'm making note of that.
We could wrap this up ourselves. What's another week? He says before a meteor fall.
Oh my God! Please no.
Rolling for galactic catastrophe. Nah, you're good for now.
Blimey, we gotta rebuild.
Yeah, all right. They'll finish out their workday here, but Venariel will pass along to the clerks to inform them that they are to return home at their earliest convenience. But yeah, other than that, those are the goings on presently in the town. And I assume you all would choose to meet up at a certain place and time of your choosing.
We could meet at the Kylum Diaboli or at a restaurant.
All it does for me is change whatever sound effects I'm going to play. But Denier, I assume upon waking up, your first inclination would be to go find Wolfgang.
Yeah, find Wolfgang. Make sure the dryad in the park is okay. Nothing's going on. Nothing's going wrong. The dryad, making sure the dryad's playing nice with the farmers, and find Wolfgang. Basically running through a checklist that Denier does every day.
All right. You'd probably be able to find Wolfgang as he's dismissing Venariel. Unless you had anything you wanted to speak to her about specifically.
Not generally. Probably, he'd have a conversation with her later on in the day as they're working on the Mage Tower.
Oh, I meant Wolfgang. She essentially gave you the report and let you know about these things. But is there anything you'd specifically want to talk to her about?
Wolfgang talked to her. My bad.
Yeah.
I'm dumb.
It's okay. It's okay. Specifically, no. Probably nothing. Nothing at the moment.
Alrighty. Then she would make her leave as Denier approaches.
Oh, Denier, top of the morning.
Morning.
Things are finally starting to wrap up around here. Construction's probably going to be done in about a week. I'm sending most of the workers home.
Good. Construction of the tower's still coming along. The battleground for the Kylum is ready to go. I've got a number of surprises in store, and I got another message last night.
Yeah, it finally seems like things are starting to fall into place, and our checklist is dwindling down. So, what do you have for me?
Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and put something back on that checklist, and
Crikey.
I minor image a small glass orb, and I will replay the conversation that I had with Ramses the night before.
All right. Minor image only allows you to create the images, but not the sounds at the same time. So I imagine you're doing this in your best Ramses impression, like narrating over the footage.
I thought that was silent. Oh,
Hello, my name is Ramses.
Make it sound dumb and mean.
A minor illusion can do one or the other, if I'm correct.
Then I will upcast it and I will make it a major image. And
Wolfgang,
spend a third level
you
spells
are
on that.
handed a fake sphere that shows you the conversation that Wolfgang had, or that Denier had with Ramses in the dreamscape. Basically, just to recap, Inquisitrix Vileblood was, making claims about trying to find a way to kill you. Ramses took it upon himself to not let somebody from his country go about making threats to a foreign dignitary, and has taken her prisoner. She is no longer pregnant. Ramses was kind of surprised that you guys had that information to begin with, and has made mention that, he and his civilization are taking care of the child, and he feels awkward at the suggestion that you might want to take the child, as there's currently no immigration policy between your two countries. And he simply wants to know whether or not she should be executed for her crimes, or if her fate should just be left to Ramses' discretion at that point.
Well,
It appears to be an olive branch in the shape of a monkey's paw.
Denier tilts his head a little bit. I tried to get the kid.
Yeah. Bloody hell.
While Wolfgang ponders that over, Asmo and Nara, what would you guys be doing in the morning?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know what this. We got a bunch of different directions we can go with this here. So, Asmo is gonna wake up in the morning. He's gonna meet up with Earth and go over the training, especially the mental conditioning training.
Mm-hmm. Again, Earth feels more comfortable if he were to do it first before he suggests anybody among
Asmo's
your
working with
staff.
Earth. But Asmo wants to reconfirm with Earth that he's got to do that.
Earth agrees, and, at whatever earliest convenience to do so, he will be prepared to try out that training.
Well, pretty much. Since Asmo's in charge of this, he's pretty much going to try and take as quick a point as possible because he believes Asmo's treating this kind of like an ongoing issue.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm going to reiterate to Earth the importance of that. And I think Asmo's got to reconfirm with Denier about the training for it, right?
Yeah, so I'm guessing you might go to find Denier after you had conferred with Earth. Everything else within town seems to be within the management skills of the town guard. Again, just the biggest things that are happening right now are there are some disputes between the workers of their various origins. There seems to be some light tribalism going on in terms of, if somebody has beef with somebody else, then a bunch of other people from that town will also have a little bit of beef with people from that other town. So it's all... A couple of drunken brawls were broken up, a few thievery accusations disputed, but nothing of any serious note for you. So yeah, I suppose after he delivers his report in his own way, which is usually by written word, you would
Very
go
good
to
cursive.
find Denier. Yeah.
Very good cursive,
He's got immaculate handwriting. It's actually kind of surprising.
It's
for
not
an old
too
pit fighter.
fancy. It's the right level of fancy and readable.
Yeah. You'd be able to find Wolfgang and Denier probably fresh after getting the major image. So kind of where we left them there. Nara, how about you? What would you be doing in the morning?
This is before that week-long stint of the workers being gone, or?
This is the morning after you just had the meeting with the Kylum, basically.
Okay.
So the day after, well, couple days or so after you have escaped from the clutches of Duathlun.
Are there many books on deep speech? Would Nara be able to talk to Venarial about that since she worked in the library? Or I'm assuming there's a library here somewhere.
You could probably find her pretty easily after she delivered her report to Wolfgang. She's currently heading over to yeah, you'd be able to find her making her way through town.
Okay. Yeah, Nara's gonna look for Venarial then and ask her about any books that she might have on deep speech and or the squid faces.
She ponders for a moment. There may be some ancient texts. There aren't a lot of things known about the beings from the void. But I can see what I can pull up for you. My family
That'd be
has
appreciated.
Yes, my family has many of Arkanos's old teachings, and he was aware of their presence, so... What
Right.
incursions they have made onto our plane are not incredibly well documented, but what documentation there is would probably be in the Spire and Dragon's Rest. I'll send message to our archivists. See what they can
I'd
dig up.
appreciate it. I just don't like having to wait to figure out what they're saying. They always take me by surprise, and I am quite tired of that.
Deciphering their language may be difficult, but we'll see what we can do.
Right. Well, at least some other methods of how to blow them up or something.
That I'm sure we can find.
Yeah.
She gives kind of a small wry smile to that.
Nara will nod and then probably try and do a... Oh, wait. We're probably going to meet up at this morning, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In fact, not too far away, kind of in the courtyard between Wolfgang's house and the Kylum Diaboli, you actually see Asmo is currently approaching both Wolfgang and Daenerys.
She will join up.
All right.
How's it
and
going?
now,
How's your day?
Asmo
Oh.
asked her.
Yeah,
Uh,
you.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
You seem distracted.
Well, we do have a army of angry little... Right. Right.
Much to do today.
Yeah.
Very aware.
Oh,
So,
hello.
I'm trying to find some information that will help me be a better queen of the Ma.
Well, look at you.
What?
It's just nice to see you wanting you to do better at your job is all.
They took over the last once, and I'm not about to let that happen again, or to anybody else here.
An ass, regardless of size, will be kept in control.
Squints.
So, what are you all up to today?
Well, just got some news from Daenerys.
Oh.
The previous lordess of Silver Rock has apparently been captured by Ramses.
That's not
As
very
was-
fortunate.
As is the child she was carrying.
Ah, man! He was cool. Wait, is he dead or no?
He's alive, as far as I'm aware.
Gotcha.
And Ramses is playing his games. He says it's up to me whether she lives or dies. Because she had been captured due to wanting to hire an assassin to kill me.
Right.
Which is fair enough, I guess. Did sort of come and kill her husband and then take over her land. Or his
Yeah.
land.
Well, I mean, if we're gonna go on a full technicality, I can look like him, so it could still kind of be mine.
I don't think the people would be very appreciative of it.
I've always, well, I want to test
You
that
rem-
out someday. But anyway,
I would prefer it if she didn't.
I'll wait till they're drunk.
Anyway, now we have this to deal with as well. Or I do, I guess.
Mm. What are the options for her? I mean, he got her in jail, right? So she's not going anywhere.
That's true. She can be put to death, or she can remain imprisoned.
Wait, he's not gonna let you question her?
Odd.
Uh,
Why?
I don't know the specifics of it. Daenerys seemed more like a...
He's using me as a messenger.
Right, but how do we even know that she actually hired an assassin to kill you? Wouldn't it, on good terms of another kingdom, be nice to let your fellow neighboring kingdom question the prisoner so they can understand their motivations and see if there are larger works at play?
I hear you, but in this specific instance, I'm like 95% sure that she did. And sorry, brain stopped working.
It happens.
Early, haven't had coffee.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
I'm
Close the window real quick.
95% sure that she did in fact hire an assassin to kill me, and also she's got a pretty strong motive.
Oh, I don't disagree. But my thing is more about, would not questioning her give us the opportunity to be in the kingdom more and get more clues of what they're up to?
Technically speaking, I think Ramses is using this situation as leverage to try and get the immigration policy to be more open.
Right. So all
Well-
you have to do is outmaneuver him, right?
Well, here's the thing. When we had the meeting with him, he brought all of his associates with him to the meeting. So either every single one of those associates are able to use dream magic like I am, or he brought them into it. And if that's the case, what's to stop him from, say, bringing her into a dream for us to question her?
I don't like how
Anytime-
proficient he's
What?
getting with dream magic.
Oh yeah, that's not really ideal at all.
I've got theories behind that. Part of me thinks that it's not exactly coincidence that I picked up learning dream magic when I was in Cold Reach.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I don't know. I think getting a chance to talk to her will give you some kind of insight. Even if it's
I'd like to-
obvious that she's being straightforward, their reactions might give you something too.
I think it'd be pretty obvious.
Would it?
Brain's short-circuiting. I think I would like an opportunity to talk to her as well.
Ah.
Then I will see if I can arrange a meeting in one way or another. If the Archmage is so inclined.
You're gonna have to be real careful with your wording. Something about what's happening in the Maw and that tree and Ramses and the demons. There's... I don't know. This just seems like... Listen, Solomon fucked up a lot. Like, a lot of things.
I'm aware.
Yeah.
But... This is probably gross to say, but it was kind of all in good fun. His fun. But
That
this
doesn't...
is different. This is big. This will get in the way of a lot of things that I don't want it to get in the way of. So, if he's gonna go all politician on you, you're gonna have to out-politician him.
I was afraid you were gonna fucking say that. That
Hey.
is not my fucking forte.
You want to take my job more seriously? Congrats. It's happening.
That, too, is fair enough. Maybe I need an advisor. Fucking hell.
I do wonder what Solomon's up to. I haven't heard anything from him.
Well, he was holed up in the west last time we saw him. Well, you and me, anyway.
Right. But where would he be now? And why isn't he reaching out? Normally he'd be all up in my ass about everything by now.
Asmo's eyes squint.
Well, no, whatever, you know what I mean.
Little ass sneezes. Goes back to chasing chickens. Chicken chaser.
Who is the most
chicken
deft
chaser.
at getting out of any situation that we know of?
The most deft at getting out of any situation.
Yeah.
All right, give me a
Oh,
perception
that-
check. Oh, Wolfgang, feel free to finish your thought.
Well, one person that comes to mind is Darrington Loxley.
15.
You don't see them. Okay.
Oh shit. Wait, what? Do I have any kind of inkling of something happening?
Nope.
The assassin!
Fuck.
He's here!
You rolled a 3 on the die. Like, I mean, you have a mega good perception, but
Huh.
they beat you.
Wow.
Loxley's got that tendency to wriggle out of any situation that he's in.
Where is that little fuck?
Well,
Notably,
Technically.
the guild hall is currently under construction, not too far down the road. He
probably
bit
around
clo-
there.
Yeah, he constructed it a little closer to town center, closer to where like some of the shops are and some like the public house. And you're now realizing that Nara hasn't been informed of this.
Wait, what? What?
You were never told about him setting up a guild. Once you got back, it was all straight into the Duergar business.
And Wolfgang just said that out loud?
Yep.
Wait, you what?
Technically, he's working for me and with me now.
When did that happen?
A couple days ago.
You need him alive, I take it?
Yes.
Crosses her arms. Foot starts tapping.
What?
Nothing? Didn't say anything.
This is why you show up to meetings.
I was busy.
Right.
Flash cut to smash cut to Nara and little ass romping through the meadows in the parallax.
Do you believe in magic?
Jake.
And a T-Rex's heart.
Well, since he's already working with you, wouldn't he be good on out politicking people? He always finds technicalities.
Suppose he would be good to talk to about something like this. I may need to have a word with him.
But you'll need a second opinion because I don't trust a word that shitbag says.
Yeah, I was just shaking, just nodding and shaking his head. It's just. Asmo's head is just a wonderful bobblehead throughout all this. Like, yeah, yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
This whole town stuff is hard.
Yeah,
It's a
tell
lot
me
of-
about it.
It's a lot of not being able to trust what people tell you.
Well, that's what happens when you try and make up for lost time. I know you lost your house, but you didn't have to go all out on a town. You could have just started with the house again. Elliot could have built
Wasn't-
the town.
It wasn't my bloody decision. We're the kings.
I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm adding levity to the
Wait,
seriousness.
Elliot can build a house? Or a city?
I'm not sure what Elliot can do. He's like,
He's a baby.
He did stab me in the foot, but that's
he
only
can- he-
because he
he
won't
will-
hold the knife.
Well, he
he
can.
also shunted Denier out of his dream space, which is
What?
Don't
I want to do
underestimate.
that.
Do
We need a lot
not
of people who can
underestimate that kid.
I mean,
I'm
we meet a
telling
lot
you
of
now.
people who can do that.
I want to do that. Denier, can you teach me how to do that?
Technically, yes.
Maybe.
Ways.
Tell you what, when I do the training for the Kylum Diaboli, if you want to, you can be there and watch what I do.
Yes.
That offer goes the same to you and to you two as well. Wolfgang Asmo, you were there, so you're free to give them pointers if you want while I torment them and train them.
It's the same thing, really.
Might add it to the docket.
So, like, you know, you have to take stuff off that pile, right? You can't just keep adding stuff to it. It's not like
What?
they just...
Well, good news is that we are, in fact, taking some stuff off. The construction, the rebuilding is almost complete. It'll be done in about a week.
Well, you're sending the people home, so it might be an additional week to that. So about 2 weeks.
Couple of weeks.
But for the most part, like, the living spaces have been refurbished and rebuilt. The triage area, while still some of it is in use, you do have a proper medical center, like, rebuilt now. One of the old temples to the god of war was converted.
Town's starting to feel like a town again.
Color me curious to what god?
I mean, it wasn't necessarily converted to a temple for another god. It was mostly converted from a temple to the god of war to a, like, kind of a medical center. So
Gotcha.
I guess if anything, if there was a god involved, it would be the god of light. As the clerics that work there, those that do the healing, typically worship the sun and its healing properties. Of course, all the imagery in that temple to the god of war is completely out of date now anyway.
Yeah.
There's a new god in town. No clue what he's up to. So yeah, what's on your agenda? What would you decide to try to tackle today? Out of the numerous issues.
Well, probably want to talk to Loxley.
All right. Making your way down to the guild hall that is in construction. You see a lot of people working there. Funny enough, as you get there, there are more people working at this guild hall than are working on nearly any other project in town. Yeah, the construction is, you might even say there are, like, practically double the amount of workers working here than on any other project. Maybe more. So it is a very crowded space, but the guild hall itself, the down to the lower area seems to be kind of like a gathering hall, cross tavern. All sorts of expensive woods and
So I want to ask about this giant guild hall. Like, how for like square footage? What are we looking at here?
it's not insanely massive, but
'Cause
it
you know how
does look like he's using the hollowed out husks of, like, kind of two side by side, like, you know, kind of like a duplex set side by side.
Can I give you a comparison in a video game, and you might like this?
Sure.
The Fighters Guild in the first town of Skyrim.
Similar in size.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It was a good size. It was the right size.
It does have a like, it looks like they are working out a cellar to it, but there is also a second story.
Well, that's what like their rooms are and stuff. So it's like there's a common area and like all the rooms they could stay in too. I'm assuming.
Wait, is the city paying for that, or is that Loxley's job?
Loxley, that term was never actually brought up, so that would have to be something you'd have to ask Loxley. A lot of the workers here do appear to be workers that are on your dime, though.
Oh, shit.
So it seems like he's diverted a lot of them to working specifically on the Adventurers Guild.
It does look like he has either coerced some people into doing that, or has tricked them into doing so, yes.
And is...
Yeah, I picked the right guy for the job.
Yeah.
But yes, he has found ways to divert resources and make sure that this was a priority project after you came to your agreement. As you're kind of like slipping through this crowd of workers and people that are like carrying lumber in and out to try to get this thing set up. On the there's a staircase kind of around the back corner that hooks that corner and leads up to sort of a loft balcony area, beyond which looks like there are a few rooms in construction. You can see surveying from that balcony is Darrington Loxley, big winning sparkling white smile on his face, dressed insanely lavishly with red plumage and gilded accents. As per the usual, he is dressing to whatever station he is trying to appear to be a part of.
Loxley.
He looks down and he knows you. Ah! Welcome, Lord Connolly. Everybody, Lord Connolly. And the workers actually kind of stop and give kind of a brief applause and a salute from some of them. Some of the people from out of town, after having received word that they're going to be returning, also kind of give you a begrudging nod and kind of a bow of respect.
Wolfgang just shakes his head and waves to everybody. At ease, at ease.
Loxley will kind of clap his hands. Now, back to work. Don't need to go wasting the dimes on praise. And he starts kind of making his way down the stairs and approaches you. To what do I owe the pleasure of you and your company?
I'd like to talk to you for a moment. There's a matter that I could use your expertise on.
Well, I'll gladly spare a moment. Any moment I can for you, my good lord. And he notices the glares and skepticism coming from some of the group. Perhaps we can move somewhere a bit more private and not so busy.
Making such a face, bro. Such a face I'm making, bro. Such a face I'm making.
You guys make your way to a more secluded area, not within this building, but the tavern next door. The tavernman behind the bar looks up as people actually enter, as if this is the first time in a long while customers have actually entered. Oh my god, customers, welcome! Wait. And then Darrington just kind of holds up a hand, you guys kind of sit in a far corner. I'm here if you need anything.
Thank you.
So,
Wolfgang will sit down.
how can I be of service?
Well, you're a talker.
I've been told.
You're good at negotiating things to get the most benefit out of them for yourself.
I have my ways.
You're also adept at weaseling out of situations that don't favor you.
Less flattering, but go on.
There's a situation that we find ourselves in that is not exactly pressing, but is, in fact, important to me. The previous lady of Silver Rock,
I'm
the
passively familiar.
Inquisitrix Vileblood. She fled to the north after the burning of Silver Rock.
Yes, after you and your lot put the old lord to the axe, from what I understand.
How much do you know about all of that?
Well, I know what I'm told. Rumor had it that under the blanket of night, you snuck into town, snuck into his mansion, and killed him in his own chambers. And then started a fire that nearly burned down the entire town. Not many know who exactly was involved, but we have a common friend in that instance, I suppose. It was Flix, after all, that did lead you into town.
Yeah.
Don't worry, mum's the word. I shan't spread nary a rumor about that.
Well, I trust that you won't. Not if you want to stay on payroll, after all.
It would give me no benefit to do so.
Exactly, which is why I trust you.
Really?
So, the lady fled, went north.
And she was captured by the new Archmage. And has presented us with a dilemma, shall we say.
Interesting. And I'm assuming I come in where this dilemma meets you.
The lady was pregnant at the time she has since given birth.
Mazel tov.
Oy vey.
She tried to have an assassin come to me. And for that, she was captured, and the new Archmage gave me a choice whether she should live or die for this transgression. But I know that's not his true aim. This is about the child, and whether it will be taken care of, and well, since the border policy is pretty clear that there will be no immigration.
I will tell you up front, Mr. Connolly. Kidnapping is not one of the services I offer.
That's not what I was asking necessarily.
Good, I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
That's where he draws the line? Alright.
Yes, code.
After
I see stage the room.
far be it from me to wrench a child from the hands of her mother, regardless of her situation. So, what I need... I suppose is some advice on what to do in this situation. What would you, Loxley, do if you were in my position, presented with these circumstances?
Well, first I'd need to figure out the exact motivations of those I am trying to commune with. You believe he's trying to use this as a political bargaining chip, and you believe this to be immigration?
I think he wants to use the child's safety and well-being as a bargaining chip to get the decision for no immigration reversed.
Are you under suspicion that he might harm the child? Or do you believe
I know
that
that he
as...
is...
Loxley
I know
actually
that
starts
he
to
is
ponder a little bit.
capable of great atrocities
Most
and
men
has
with power
committed them
are.
for...
He has in his possession the child of the last lord of the lands which you now hold the throne. Some might argue the rightful heir.
You're right. I hadn't thought of that. But that would mean... if he's the rightful heir, then I would have to give up my position.
Not necessarily. You were given this station by the king himself. But that wouldn't necessarily mean that would a force rise to oppose your rule, that they wouldn't have some claim to other authority. Even though a child it be, a child will not remain a child forever.
And you're thinking, this child grows up, finds out that he is the rightful heir to Silver Rock.
Perhaps even raised to believe so.
More than likely. Vileblood hates my guts.
And if you were to deliver the command to kill his mother...
That would fuel the fire. Which is why... I was already planning on not having her killed. I knew that right away.
A wise first decision.
Aside from everything you've just mentioned, it's... well, it would be just, but... in my mind, it's not necessary.
So what is your goal here? Your desired outcome?
Can I share with you a bit of a story?
Please do.
Due to a positively insane set of circumstances, I found myself flung through time and space, along with my companions.
His eyes widen.
I told you it was insane.
I have no reason to disbelieve you.
And I ended up meeting this child, the young son of Inquisitrix Vileblood. And I made a promise to him. You see, in this strange future world, him and my son got along famously. They were inseparable. When in reality, they should be anathema to each other. They were the best of friends. And so, I promised to him that I would try to save his mother. And, Mr. Loxley, I am a man of my word.
To a fault at times, it would seem. Calling it like I see it.
Call it what you will, it doesn't change it. I'd like to see the Inquisitrix safe. If not for her sake, then for her son's. After all, he's innocent in all of this too. He's just a baby.
And that still leaves us with the question of what your ideal end goal is for this situation. Safe, yes, but in what regard?
Well, the people of Silver Rock wouldn't take too kindly to it if I were to give her clemency.
Probably not. From what I've heard, she committed a number of atrocities while lady of this land.
And if I kept her here as a prisoner, well, I'd basically just be doing what Ramses is doing. And moreover, people probably wouldn't be happy with that either. They would probably want her put to death.
And yet letting her roam free would leave her free to try to take your life.
Again, yes. So ideally, I suppose we try to convince her that revenge is not the best option for her. And she fucks off never to be seen again. At least not for a long time.
And that's quite a... I have a hard time believing she would just simply fuck off, as you will.
Vampires hold grudges. When you live that long, things tend to stay fresh in your mind for longer.
And I suppose what you need to find is something that she wants more than your life.
I think I know. What any mother wants. The safety of her child.
So, your ideal outcome involves saving the child, thereby gaining the forgiveness of the mother.
If not forgiveness. Fuck, I'm not sure what it would be.
Adjudication.
Hell. Sure.
Then the conundrum you must solve is how do you get that how do you get to that scenario from where you are with the Archmage? What does
We're
he
planning on
want
having...
that you could give that would be able to achieve that outcome? Or how can you get that outcome by force? Or treachery? You can either bargain, or you can take.
Perhaps I can secure something here for the child. After all, he is the rightful heir to Silver Rock. I think Ramses might play the card that while he was technically born in the north, and Inquisitrix Vileblood, well, I'm not precisely sure what her status was. She seemed to live here in the south with the now late Lord Kench.
So you would... So the situation you're posing is... present to Archmage Palto that the boy in his possession is the rightful baron of this land. And to do that, you would have to abdicate the space yourself once the boy came of proper age, serving as regent in the meanwhile, or finding someone to serve as regent. And then the question lies, how will the people take that? There are those still
indeed.
here loyal to the old guard. Some of them might be pleasantly surprised. Some of them would no doubt worry. But you can only calculate so much for the opinion of others.
That's an option to consider. Make my life a lot bloody simpler.
A benefit in and of itself, no doubt. Responsibility does weigh very heavily on the shoulders.
Aye, starting to sprout a few gray hairs.
Hard to see it amongst all the gold. Lucky you.
He says, kind of like running his hand through his dark brown, kind of like chestnut hair.
Well, I think we could play this angle. The borders stay closed and the child's safety is secured.
All that remains is your ability to negotiate said passage.
Yeah. Well, suppose I should talk with the people that are setting up the meeting about that. Thanks for spitballing with me.
Well, if that's all you needed me for, happy to spare a few minutes.
And he gives you a winning smile.
And I will, I'll buy him a beer, and then I'll,
Oh, nice, yeah.
The tender. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just been sitting there the whole time.
He pours out an ale, and as you go to pay for it, Kench stands up to gives you a handshake, and the man sets the ale on the bar.
Always happy to be of service. If there's anything more I can do, you know where to find me.
Of course. Stay out of trouble till then.
And as the man turns around to set the ale on the counter, Loxley walks away. Did I say Kench? My bad, I meant Loxley.
What?
No, you said Loxley.
Okay, good.
No, he said Kench. No, he
Did he?
totally said Kench.
I don't know,
yeah.
my brain is firing. Been obviously thinking about Kench, so I wouldn't be surprised my brain jumped in that direction. But whatever. You know what I meant. All right. So,
So he just walked away from it.
pretty
Aw.
much, he has no interest in the ale, but he thanked you for it regardless.
I'll pick it up and I'll go over to one of the tables and I'll just set the mug down. One of the occupied tables, that is. I'll just basically be giving it to somebody.
Occupied tables. No, this place is
What?
empty.
Oh.
I'll give it to the barman.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just takes it in his two hands and drinks alone.
Man, what a sorry state.
I mean, the wandering
And I
weasel just kind of
leave.
sucked up all of the business around here.
Oh. That's true. Well,
now
Nara
the-
might have
and-
fixed that, so we'll see.
And now the guild hall is going to have a tavern in it. So,
Oh, God.
all right.
As you exit, Nara is leaning against the building, waiting.
Yeah, Kench, sorry. Yeah, now I caught myself.
Uh-oh.
Loxley very awkwardly walks past the rest of you as he leaves. Good day. He
Wait.
kind of swirls his cape.
Outside?
Yeah.
Oh. Nara will watch where he goes and give him a once-over.
He glances back a few times, but he heads back to the guild hall to oversee its construction. And then Wolfgang would follow outward soon afterwards.
Well,
How'd it go?
it was productive. I think we've got an angle we can play,
Good.
but,
But
well,
do I get to kill someone or
no.
oh.
It'll get us what we want, but, well,
Well,
the ramifications of it probably won't be seen for decades, at least.
like what?
It just looks around. He nods. I'll tell you when we're in more private company.
Nara also glances everywhere.
You tell him to keep that on the down low, though. The questions you were asking. Gotta make sure he's not sharing that with anybody.
No, I can't be sure what he's sharing with anybody, but I do know one thing. While he's here and he's working, he's got a steady stream of income, and that's the most important thing to him.
Hmm.
Oh, well, all I'll say is remember it. Who knows how much money will be offered to him one day.
That's when just pops his eyebrows.
Hopefully before long it won't matter.
Well, let's go find this place so you can catch us up.
Yeah, let's find Denier as well.
That's all.
As you go to find yourself in a place to recap everybody about what was said in the meeting, here's where we'll take a quick break. Hey guys, Lani here. I just wanted to thank you for rolling with us, and if you wanted to catch us live, you can do so almost every Monday at 5 o'clock Central Time over on twitch.tv/Lanipator. Now, back to the show. So as Denier preps the training space in the dormitory of the Kylum Diaboli in order to be around all the people that'll need to be sleeping for this, Wolfgang filled all of you in on the specifics of his talks with Loxley, but you can go ahead and cover that as you will, Wolfgang. Just to recap.
And so basically the angle we can play is that he's the rightful heir and should therefore come here.
Sounds good to me.
You asking Asmo as well?
Part of the conversation.
Alright, so how many people at once can you do this for? The conditioning, which is like a mental defense? How does it work exactly? Do you like imagine they have a wall in their brain? Or something? I don't even know how it works.
So the way that this is going to work is everybody that wants to take part is going to either go to sleep or be by my side as I cast the dream spell. I'm going to collect this all together, and then I'm going to make you fight mind flayers.
Ooh!
Ooh!
Asmo turns to the guardsman, just gives thumbs up to them.
Sound good?
It's just Urf for right now. He's the only one
good, Urf?
going in first. Urf gives a thumbs up. As members begin kind of filing in, Pogan, Rebecca will also be joining in on this. Talia will be sitting out, as she doesn't like the idea of her mind being intruded upon.
Not gonna force her.
So we just lay in these beds and
You just
you
lay
do
in the
your
bed, you drift off, and I take care of the rest. And just remember, I have made a number of defensive wardings around the area and as well as in the dream realm, so we should not be spied upon or have anybody watch our training that isn't meant to watch it.
Yeah, specifically, the Kylum itself has kind of been warded against various forms of teleportation and scrying. A lot of the wood beams around the school and many of the stones that construct its walls have runes of power etched into them to try to mitigate that sort of thing from outside forces.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do want to let all of you know that while this may seem harrowing, and this may seem dangerous as all hell, this is a controlled situation. You are all dreaming, and at any time, should it get out of control, I will stop it or wake you up.
Is there a phrase we should know to yell out if we're feeling overwhelmed?
Let's go with basic colors. If you yell, I'll do checks every so often. If you say green, you're still good to go. Yellow means you're feeling a little bit in harrowed and in danger. And if you absolutely want to make it stop, yell red light, or just yell red. And that is a very simple notification to let me know what's going on.
Rebecca just kind of sheepishly nods. You can tell she's kind of nervous about this whole situation, but knows she needs to go through with it.
This will be very similar to a situation that your headmaster has gone through and has been able to survive through. So if he can get through it, you can get through it.
Urf just kind of cracks his neck.
Urf!
Be careful.
And he goes to lay down in a bed. Notably, he's so tall that his feet kind of stick about 6 inches off the end of the bed. Conversely, Pogan fits just fine about on half the bed, and Rebecca lays down across the dormitory aisle. Okay. And they begin to drift off.
We are also doing this training, correct?
Are you?
Nara was planning to, yeah.
All right, then at the same time, Nara, you will lay down as well.
If for whatever reason Nara is not able to sleep due to her being a drow, he
You've been
will
able to
bring
pull
her
her
in.
Yeah, you've been able to pull her into the dreamscape before.
Yeah, I will pull her in myself.
Gotcha.
All right.
Wolfgang, Asmo, you two ready to go?
As I'll ever be.
Alrighty.
Are all of you going in?
How do you stretch your mind? Don't answer that, actually.
That's part of the training.
He just falls over.
Oh, don't worry, I'll
Oh my
handle all
God.
the stretching for you. And Lani, if you want to, feel free to play your favorite song for this encounter.
Just doesn't fit for it, I'm afraid.
Netherworld shanty.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. I wanted to give the option.
I always have the option of playing it. It's right there. Just, it needs to make sense. Otherwise, what am I even doing,
Yeah.
All right, let me grab the necessary tokens, which I could have done beforehand, but
No.
deal with it. Where the hell did that one go? Why isn't that one dropping? That's weird. There. Da-da-da. Token. And I don't really have one for Earth. Who will fit for Earth? You know what? He's close enough. Why not? Haven't seen this face in a while. Alright, and then you are all, as you kind of drift away, into Daenerys' dreamscape.
Now, what song are we fading out of reality to?
Typically the one that you
Is it
all
the heavy
fade
metal?
into the, well, Daenerys hasn't occupied the space yet. Unfortunately, I don't have the old caves that you battled in archived.
Oh, it's okay.
But Daenerys, go ahead and set the scene. The 5 of you pop, well, the 6 of you float into Daenerys' dreamatorium. Daenerys, you float behind them as master of this realm.
As you look around, you notice that the world is an ever-shifting plane of stars, but around you, the first thing that rises up from below your feet is this mossy stone. There are a number of large puddles of water nearby. It looks quickly forming around. Looks like a cave. Asmo, Wolfgang, and Nara, you will recognize this cave as the cave in the Feywilds.
We're back.
We're back.
Though there are a couple modifications at the very end of the cave. At the very end of the cave, where the portal would normally be, there sits a rather simplistic-looking seat, almost like a throne. And as you look towards it, Denier is sitting there upside down with his back resting on the seat, his legs kicked up along the back of the chair, and his head hanging down. His hood is still pulled up over his face, and his cloak seems to be defying gravity as he's just sitting there and watching. The mind flares around the cave are in the positions that they were, as was the aboleth, but everything seems to be frozen in place, as though waiting for everybody to take their positions and ready themselves as to make themselves ready for this particular combat. The thing about these creatures is they are very crafty. We have seen in the past where we have fought them, and they have adjusted their strategies based off of what we have done in the past. And off to the, just a little bit to the side, a small rift begins to open where you see Chimby fighting a gnomish mind flare and absolutely eviscerating him.
Fuck yeah, I'm here too!
And then shortly after, the scene shifts again, and it's the battle with the Alhoun pulled from Wolfgang's memory of the Alhoun neutralizing Chimby and holding him still, knowing how much of a threat he is.
Fuck! Help! Boss, why?
You're gonna be okay, Dream Chimby.
Dream big.
The important thing is that you have to be able to keep your tactics ever changing, because they are connected to each other. And whatever you do, they all seem to know about it. But the first thing that you're going to have to be able to do is survive their assault. And Denier tilts his head just a little bit. When you're ready, prepare yourselves, my friends.
Roll initiative.
I feel like if you had a tournament here, this would be the perfect place for it. Not to interrupt or anything. This should be the only legally allowed white battle.
This is Final Destination, no items.
Oh my god. 16.
We're rolling for initiative.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jan, can't you? Ooh, 11.
9.
Yeah.
Go, potato!
Alright. Let's go. Earth. Earth was ready for this shit. Alright, here, hold on. I gotta write down this order here. Hogan
Am I hearing a double audio?
is not
from-
ready for this. Sorry, getting you guys in order here for Rebecca. Is very much not ready for this.
Okay.
And, Lani, as a reminder, one of them is the champion Mind Flare.
I still have their stats, luckily.
The champion.
Okay.
He is
so-
a champion.
It's gonna be fun to work. Earth is up first. He immediately stomps up to the first Mind Flare. Takes the mighty hammer off his back. And swings but misses. Takes his second swing. And hits.
Yeah!
Woo! Dealing a mighty blow to the side of the creature. It howls. At which point it will shift. And, hold on a second here. Where did that note go? Sorry, I'm trying to reorganize myself. It's been a while since we've done combat.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it really has.
That was by design.
We avoided combat a fair amount. We're like, we might not. Oh, now it's time. Now we got.
Yeah.
Now we got some. Now we got some. Oh.
Give me the thing I want. There we go. All right. You're all familiar with this one? Go ahead and give me an intelligence saving throw. Urf, Asmo, Wolfgang, Nara. And I think he gets Pogan in there as well.
Intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw.
14.
Luckily, I'm a smart fella.
Go!
Oh my
Nat-
god.
Nat 1 Asmo.
Go!
Wolfgang, intelligence save.
4.
Man, thank God this isn't real.
And Urf. God damn, Urf's a beast. He nat 20'd.
Oh my
all of
God.
you and Pogan fail. Urf made it. You all take, I'm just going to take the average, 22 damage psychic. And you are stunned for a minute.
22 psychic?
22 psychic damage. Stunned for a minute.
Oh, it's like throwing out a Pokemon and just immediately getting electroshocked and just can't.
God.
Paralyzed, cannot move. Paralyzed, cannot move.
Pretty much. You will be able to remake that save every at the end of each of your turns.
Nier calls out to the group. This is their primary attack. If you allow yourself to succumb to it, they will move in and attempt to liberate your brain if they are able to.
Speaking of, he is going to have to sneak past Urf, who will take a shot at him. Urf gets that hit in, though.
Urf's swinging.
He is indeed. He knocks the creature, but like the jelly-like consistency of its face seems to like almost absorb the hammer, and it just kind of like flaps back like a squid's as its tentacles writhe and reel as it makes its way over to Asmo and begins to suckle upon your face.
Ew, ew, ew.
All right, it is going to.
Muted mouth.
That is a 24 to hit.
Oh my god.
I'm paralyzed at auto crits, right?
Not necessarily auto crits, but he does get that hit in there. And therefore, you're going to take 15 piercing damage. Let's see. Does he have multi-attack? He does not have multi-attack, so that is in fact his move.
Yeah.
But he is currently grappling you, Asmo, and trying to rend the flesh of your head and take your brain.
I'm just imagining, dear. Remember, this is all an illusion.
Nara, you're up. You may
watches
attempt to,
this.
In horror, you watch as you can now attempt to remake your save, but you are still currently stunned.
Oh, I did not know that I did not make it. Say intelligence, right?
Yep.
19.
You're able to shake your way out. Next turn, you'll be able to act.
Meh. All right.
Or will you?
I fucking better.
We'll see. As the intelligent creatures that Denier has crafted in his brain see the lot of you as a threat, and seeing you shake off that ability, I'm going to need to make me a... What is it? Ah, yes. Sorry, hold on. Pretty sure it's a wisdom save.
What? Now?
Yes.
23 nat 20 on both sides.
Then as you feel the creature, then as you feel your brain starting to get probed at by the one in the back, you're able to shake it out as it attempted to control your body.
She puts both hands up with double fingers and windshield wipers them.
it doesn't understand.
Doesn't matter. It's for
Asmo.
Nara.
You may attempt to remake your save.
Thank you.
Or use any effect. Dear Lord!
That is something else.
Another nat one.
I have never gotten 2 zeros like that back to back.
That's
before.
amazing.
That's the
That's
first 2
incredible.
rolls. That's the first. Okay, I'm gonna refresh my thing because now I'm worried that. No, keep it.
Once you, once you
it's
refresh
funny.
it,
It's
then there's
too
like
funny.
5.
It's
I'm
so
starting
funny.
I'm starting to wonder if the Nier has something against Asmo right now.
You know.
Maybe paying Asmo back for something.
You know.
All right. Well, let's see. The aboleth swims up to the edge and swipes a tentacle towards Ms. Whisperwind, but misses. So you get multi-attack. Can attack with 3 tentacles. Yes, he can. Swipes again. Hits on that one. And she must make a Constitution save after taking this damage. She fails and becomes diseased. I don't know what effect that has in the brain, but she is now diseased.
Okay.
Diseased. Really, a lot of aggression in that word.
She starts feeling like how Nier felt when he contracted that disease in the swamps.
It's got one more tentacle, but
God.
this one once again misses. But she is diseased and has taken a mighty tentacle slap from the aboleth.
Disease.
Disease.
Plague.
All right, Wolfgang, you may attempt to remake your save.
Putrefaction.
Okay, here I go.
Here he goes.
Again.
You are still stunned. Rebecca, freaked out at this situation. She doesn't like getting slapped by tentacles. Is going to disengage and move back. She will draw her bow, but that is all she can do for this turn. I'll get rid of Chimpy. He's not actually here. Pogan, you get a chance to remake your save. He made it.
Nice.
Hey, go
Pogan's
Pogan.
back in the fight.
I
But
do
he won't
have
be able to-
a question, Lani.
Yes, sir.
Pogan is a paladin, right?
Yes.
He has that aura which buffs his allies within like 10 feet. So Wolfgang and Nara, as well as Rebecca, may have had boosted saves.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Oh no,
to me.
he's actually he's a cleric actually.
Okay.
Oh.
I had a feeling he was a cleric, actually.
Yeah, sorry, I needed to relook at his stats.
Oh, good. Please continue your turn.
All right, he'll be able to act on his next turn. Urf is up again. His loyalty is to Asmo, and seeing that Asmo's getting his brain suckled, takes exception to that. That Mind Flayer is going to take an attack of opportunity and whiff horrifically.
Yay!
As Urf comes to Asmo's aid. God damn, Urf with a nat 20 comes down
Hell
and like
yeah.
El Kabongs this motherfucker. How much damage do you do, Urf? And Asmo, you feel this thing's tentacles kind of like rip away from your head for a bit as Urf just clatters it on the side of the head.
Woo!
Goes for his second attack. That one unfortunately misses, but that first crit was... he's gonna go ahead and actually use the fucking fighter thing that lets him do his
Action
moves
surge.
again. That one. That's a hit.
Daenerys going to praise Earth from his dream throne, because he came to save Asmo. Yes! That is exactly what you're supposed to do in a situation like this, Earth. Save your allies!
Slams again. A mighty battering. This particular Mind Flare doesn't appear close to death, but also doesn't appear to be feeling too good right now. Like he's somewhere between half dead and not dead. All right, that's Earth, taking us back to the Mind Flayers. The one that had just tried to attack Earth is now going to try to dominate his mind. Earth needs to make a wisdom save. God damn! Earth is a fucking champion. That's a nat 20 again.
Oh my
Oh my god.
What?
Fucking Earth.
Taking it to the hearth.
The Dream Mind Flare is vexed. Mind Flare number 2. Still currently on Asmo, so it's going to keep trying to eat Asmo's brain. It sees no reason to give up on trying to destroy something. It already has you grappled, so it's at advantage. That is a 27 to hit.
This is fun. I'm having a great
Yeah.
time.
I know,
This
right?
is actually kind of like...
I know, these things are the bane to your existence. They always
No,
kinda
it's funny.
happen.
This is just funny to me. This is just good shit.
I can tell.
Good shit.
Good shit.
All right, Asmo, you take another 15 points of
Oh my god.
damage.
Another how many points?
15.
That's not. I mean, listen. I understand you're gonna take damage in D&D. It's gonna happen.
If it makes you feel any better, like if you end up dying here, all you do is wake up, since this is Danir's simulation.
Oh, it's like a video game. We didn't clarify if we die in the game. We die in real life though. Shit.
Ooh.
Nara, you're up and you can act.
Shit, I'm being perceived.
Does magic work in the dream realm?
Yes.
I forget. It does?
Yeah, you are actively able to do anything you can in the real world right now, but you are fighting illusions that are really hurting the shit out of you.
Yes.
Okay, heck yeah. With the middle fingers that she has pointed out, she's going to twin spell at the aboleth and the squid face and use this little number.
Finger
Finger of death.
Death.
2 fingers of death.
All right, negative energy files forth. Constitution saves. I'll go with the aboleth first. Needs to beat an 18. Hot damn.
Yeah.
Did not beat an 18.
Yeah, I bet.
Mind Flare. Also does not beat an 18. Which Mind Flayer are you attacking, by the way?
The one that's touching Asmo.
Gotcha.
His
Okay,
face.
so go ahead and roll your damage on that. It takes 7d8 plus 30 necrotic damage. Holy shit.
It is
ahead.
a finger of death.
It's very true. Go ahead and give me...
57!
All right. The one that is on Asmo turns into a puddle of dream goo and dies, as it just took a battering from not only Earth slamming it with that hammer, but was fingered to death by Nara, and yes, I regret that phrasing as it came out.
Nara
I want you to
blows
imagine
on her middle finger as if there was smoke coming off of it.
Asmo is currently unable to move as all that black goop just pours into his mouth. Oh!
And
I feel bad.
57 damage to the
She
Aboleth.
winks at him.
57 leaves it at that. Okay. Aboleth not feeling too hot either from that. You are definitely a lot stronger than you were last time you fought these.
Yeah.
Would you like to do anything with a bonus action or a move action on your turn?
Let's see. What can I
Here.
do with a bonus action?
There are certain abilities you have that can be done as a bonus action.
That's true.
There's-
You know what? She'll summon out Whisper. Um.
Meow, meow, meow.
Yeah, she'll summon out Whisper and send it to this fella.
All right. Do
Go,
you
Mom,
move?
go!
Mom power, activate. Do you move or shall you remain grouped up?
Nara's gonna move for sure. Especially since she just Wreck-It Ralphed a lot of people, and they're probably gonna really want to hurt her now. So she's gonna go back over here by Abigail, but a little further back.
Rebecca.
Yeah, that
That
one. Yeah. What's her face? I don't know.
The lady.
All right, Mind Flayer number 3 is going to float over this way. And kind of proving the point not to group up. I need intelligence saves once again from Urf, Asmo, Wolfgang, Whisper, and Pogan.
Here I go again.
Urf got a 19 on the die, so he's good.
Yeah, fucking of course.
What a
fucking Earth.
goddamn Giga Chad.
You picked the right man for the job, Asmo.
4.
No.
Oh, buddy.
And Pogan. Oh, Pogan made it.
I got
Yay.
14.
Wolfgang just barely fails.
Yeah.
I'm double
and-
stunned.
Whisper. Double check Whisper's stats, because I think that just makes it. Yes, Whisper matches with the DC. All right. Wolfgang is extra stunned, and with your extra stun, you take an additional 22 psychic damage. Asmo, that goes for you as well.
How much again?
22.
Oh my god.
Let's see, I think Pogan and Whisper take half as much, or did they not take any of it? Let me double check. Each creature in the area must succeed a DC 15 intelligence saving throw, take 22 psychic damage, or be stunned for... Oh, I guess on save you don't take any of it. Okay.
Oh shit.
That's its turn. Asmo, you may attempt to remake your save. It's now your turn. Damn.
Wow.
Oh my god.
This is
Serious.
That is impressive.
Another nut one.
It's a nat 20 on the other side that kills me, you know.
Even in Damir's wildest dreams, Asmo is getting fucked by mind flayers.
Okay, the only way to describe what is happening, since this isn't a real world, this is CG, right?
Yeah.
Pretty much, what he's being
Right.
he's being Gmod idiot boxed to death. Right now. It's just the water's flailing.
Yeah, Asmo's getting like ragdolled right now.
And here's just watching Asmo get ragdolled. He's got a mug of honey ale, honey mead in his hand. He is still upside drinking. He is just relaxing, having fun, and throwing suggestions at everybody. He
Aboleth
is
is going
giving
to-
Earth so much positive reinforcement right now.
Aboleth's
Someone
gonna
call Mark Allen Jr. His
Swim
record
up
is
that
in
way.
danger.
Yeah, this is amazing. Targets one creature can see within 30 feet. Target must save. You know what? It's going to test its luck on Wolfgang. Make me a wisdom save. You are still stunned, so even if this takes effect, I don't know.
Here we go.
It's gonna be a 24.
You can feel the aboleth try to probe your mind, but you are able to shunt it out. It was trying to enslave you.
The Aboleth hears, "Get up, me head!"
Alright, that is the turn of the aboleth. It is now Rebecca's turn, who will make ready her bow and fire at the most wounded Actually, she's going to fire at the Aboleth. She is not a fan of whatever the fuck that is.
Pichu!
With her first shot, she misses. With her second shot, she hits. She will use her bonus action to do Hail of Thorns on it. Aboleth, and then the Hail of Thorn damage. Aboleth is punctured by one of Rebecca's arrows, which then explodes into many tiny spikes and barbs that shoot its way further into its flesh. It lets out a gurgling howl in response. It is not a fan of what just happened. And Pogan is going to go ahead and move back this way. Actually, he has to be in touch, I think, for this. But Asmo, he's going to go ahead and do you the favor of basically
Bye.
getting you out of your stun. He touches you, you feel a healing energy course through you, and you are no longer stunned. Actually, he's going to go ahead and upgrade that and do the mass version. Wolfgang, you are also no longer stunned.
Oh, shit!
Back up to Urf. And with Urf, it's game time! He knows that they attack in a cone, so Urf is now going to shift that way. And he's going to bring the hammer down.
Bring it down.
And that's another hit. Swings the hammer again. That's another hit.
Good lord.
Urf is a mighty fighter. All right. Mind Flayer number 1 up there, not looking so good.
Amazing.
And with that, Nara, it is now your turn. Oh, wait, no, it's the Mind Flayer's turn first.
Meh.
He's just going to try to bite Urf with his tentacles. Urf just kind of like puts out his hand and just like grabs the jelly sack, and like its tentacles try to like writhe and grab him, but Urf just kind of shoves him back. Now it's your turn, Nara. I cannot hear you if you were talking.
All right. Oh, wait. Can you hear me?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why that was happening. Let's see. Whispers are already out there. How bad do they all look at this point again?
This one right here looks like it's on the brink of death. This one still looks pretty fresh. The Aboleth is not looking great, but not nearly as close to death as the one that Urf was just hammering.
Okay, great. Nara will. So wait, you said this one is gonna die. That one is what again?
Fresh as a daisy, an eldritch
And
daisy.
that one's, and this one is like hurting, right?
Wounded. Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna, yet again, twin spell and focus on Mr. Big Squid and Mr. Little Squid. And she's gonna use Innervation.
Enervation. They must make dexterity
Pew-pew.
saves.
Yes.
Aboleth will go first. I think the only way he can make this is if he nat 20s.
Ha! Do it.
He is not doing that.
Yay!
So the Aboleth has failed.
Hooray!
And Mind Flayer has a slightly better chance, but still fails.
Hooray!
These dice seem to favor Urf and really hate the enemies.
That's fun.
All right.
So
Failed save. They each take 48.
and then I can automatically deal more on each turn.
All right, so go ahead and do that 4d8 necrotic.
Bink. 17.
All right. Just like with your last spell, the one that Urf was hammering on, you rip this creature of all of its essence and it dies. The aboleth.
And just so you know, she like Earthbender like stomps to the ground and raises up both fingers yet again and wiggles them at both of them.
All right. The aboleth gets its essence sucked upon as well, but it is still squiggling. All right, Mind Flare back there. What else? What other tricks does he have up his sleeve? Oh wait, Mind Flares have have advantage on magical saves. It still failed. It too would have had to have gotten like either an 18 or a 19 on the die.
Oh man, yeah.
It's spell casting. It already used its Mind Blast. All right, it's going to bring forth the Abyssal Blade. And seeing the champion among them, he's going to go towards Urf.
I mean, clearly he's the threat.
Oh, he hits with the Abyssal Blade, though. So
Oh.
Urf needs to make a con save. And actually fails. Holy shit, and that's one of his best stats. So Urf is now stunned. And he takes a sizable chunk of damage from this Abyssal Longsword that the champion is wielding. As he has the special ability, he will attack a second time with that. Missing the second time, though. But Urf's mightiest champion has been stunned and struck. Asmo, you're up. You're finally able to act.
I can't believe no one's realized he's
Wait,
really
hold
our
on.
Earth.
Whisper also would have ran over.
Yeah,
Gets a
fuck
good
him up.
Gets a good claw attack in. And finally wounds this creature. But it's still kicking. Alright, now you're up, Asmo. You're finally able to move.
Guys, he's our local defender. He's our Earth Defense Force. Took you a long time to realize that, guys.
Well, he just got hit by a sword. What are you gonna do about it?
Asmo?
Yeah, you're actually able to act now.
Well, probably take the damage from being hit by it. How much did he hit me with?
No, he hit Urf.
Oh, he hit Earth. Oh,
Yeah. So what are you going to do?
I don't know. I've been down for this fight for so long.
I know you actually get to. I know you actually get to move now.
Well, what's the clearest, biggest threat around Asmo? He's like coming out of a daze.
There's the Aboleth, and then there's the Mind Flare.
The aboleth is hurt. So
The Aboleth is hurt. The Mind
Is it
Flare has
big,
just
the big thing is
the Aboleth. Yes.
Just runs at it. Asmo just jumps at the goddamn thing, and Asmo activates action surge.
All right, Asmo's gonna go a slicing and a dicing.
Yeah, Asmo immediately goes in there and oh boy, here we go. Asmo has right now has Chimera Fang in one hand, the Void Blade in the other.
All right,
So-
go for it. Jesus Christ!
Oh my god! 2 nat ones on both sides. How?
That is 4 and 5.
So
Maybe you should have refreshed.
you
did.
you run towards the
no!
Aboleth, and you immediately fall into the water. Splash!
Is that 5 natural ones in a row?
That's insane.
Yes. Yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
call
that-
Mark Allen Jr. His record is in peril.
Oh my god.
So
That is 5 natural. Okay, so I want to look at this here. Okay, so the first intelligence save, I got a nat 0. First and second intelligence save, I got a nat 0. I refresh because it has it on the thing. It has roll 20 chat tips. It has the thing refreshing here. Though I restarted all over again. Intelligence save, natural 0, and now the double whammy.
Wow.
I think this is a sign that Asmo's not in this fight.
Yeah, your head was not in this. Whatever happened.
Asmo's REM sleep didn't hit in.
You know what? Go ahead, Asmo. Make me a wisdom save real quick.
Well, we don't want to ruin my streak, Nick.
We'll see.
18.
You can choose whether or not you just want to say fuck it and wake up.
Asmo just wakes up. Ah! God!
You fall in the water, you're just like, fuck this. Boink, and Asmo's gone.
Asmo wakes up. Is there anyone in the room with Asmo when he wakes up? Yes.
Yeah, everybody's just in the beds. Everybody are just in the beds around you. And Denier, I imagine trying to hold back laughter, just kind of snickering in the middle, meditating and holding everybody in this dream state.
Hey, I know you're not. I know you can hear me. Stop smirking. Stop smirking.
He
Stop.
smirks.
Stop.
He is given the full-on kitty face.
You're supposed to be
Kitty
focused. If
three
you're not
face.
focused, the magic doesn't work. Maybe that's why I failed enough.
And just cut.
Everybody inside the dream, you're just hearing these echoes of,
Stop smoking.
all right, the aboleth is going to swing at Wolfgang.
Oh god.
Please do not.
A 13 will not hit you.
Correct.
Neither will a 13. 17?
That is my AC.
Okay, then yes, you get smacked with one tentacle.
Ah!
All right.
This
you
shit
take-
again.
Sorry, give me a second here. With the one tentacle, you take 12 bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alrighty. Brings me down to that, and con save. 12?
You have brain disease.
Oh god.
Oh, fuck, here I go.
As everybody is hearing that echoing yelling in the background, a little Blasmo, a little rubber hose Asmo appears about 20 feet away from Nara, and it's just jumping up and down and pantomiming along with the yelling.
I could have sworn I had a token for him. I don't.
Aw. Artists?
May he be presented. I have art for it. I just don't have the art
Oh.
as a token.
Me.
So I will replace him with a hackless for now.
Pretend he's them.
Ah.
When he's getting beaten up, don't think of it as hackless. Think of it as hackless. Being beaten up.
Wolfgang, you're up. Your brain disease, as you are outside of water, you take 6 damage.
Ah!
As it feels like your innards are trying to burn their way out of your body.
My brain is diseased.
But it is now your turn.
He just yells out, and the aboleth can fuck your brain.
Oh. Okay.
Something to look out for should you be in this situation. And he's going to make a couple slices with Crescendo.
Go for it.
Is a 23 to hit.
23 will hit, so that's 9
For-
slashing.
9 slashing, yeah. I'm not doing anything fancy here. This is still a training exercise, so he doesn't want to, like, explode this thing or anything. So he's just going through the motions here. Going to take another swing.
You lop off one of its tentacles.
19 for 10.
That will also hit, and with that, you kind of like lop off the one that struck you.
And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use a bonus action for Gunslinger. And I'm going to shoot this funny lad right here, the
Go for it.
Mind Flayer champion. Requiem! 13, I'm assuming, does not hit, though.
13 will in fact not hit.
Darn. My dream bullet got wasted.
Rebecca is up. Unless you had anything else you could do with your turn.
That is it.
All right, Rebecca's going to continue firing at the aboleth with her bow. First shot is once again a miss. Second shot is a hit. All right, the bow sinks in, and once again she's going to use Hail of Thorns. That puts her over the top, and with that, as the arrow sinks in, bam! Fires into another spray of little wooden needles. They dig themselves into the aboleth, which begins to sink into the dreamscape. And Abigail lets out a very excited, I did it! Or, sorry,
Nara gives her
Rebecca.
fool.
Jesus.
Ha!
Well done.
Now it's happening to me now, Rebecca.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, fuck it up.
I will all the time. I'm awful with names, including the things that I have named. But she's very excited. And in her real name, Rebecca, she did it.
Good job. I had to banish it the last time we fought it.
Well
All right.
done.
Pogan is going to bring forth his mace and try to strike at the Mind of Flayer. He hits. With a sundering, blinding light, cracks the Mind Flayer upside the head. All right. Go back up the list to Urf, who is currently stunned. Makes the save this time, though. He'll be able to act next turn. Nara,
Yes.
you're up.
Okay. She'll go here. Which is... I mean here. Wait. Here. And then... the Tango Muerte shall fly!
Let it fly.
Wink.
20 to hit, will hit.
10 slashing, 2 necrotic.
Alrighty. It's 12 points from Tango Muerte.
And she'll do it again!
Goodness gracious. Do it again.
17.
17 on the champion. Will still hit. Yep.
11 slashing, 3 necrotic.
All right. The 14 damage. This guy's beginning to hurt. Asmo's currently awake and berating Denier.
Giving him giving him the third degree, as they say.
Yep. Whisper is going to try to maul the champion. With a +2 for being flanky. And that'll hit. Whisper once again takes a chunk out. Wolfgang. Oh, wait, no. Mind Flayer 3. Mind Flayer 3 turn. He's going to swing with his sword at Urf's mightiest champion. And he hits once again. Urf must make a con save. Passes this time, but still takes damage. Alright, once again, a slice upon Urf. He'll take a second swing and miss the Urf. Now it is Wolfgang. Wolfgang? Connor?
Oh, he said he'll be right back.
Oh, shoot. Wolfgang
Shit.
glitches out. Noticing this, Rebecca now takes
Oh,
aim.
no. Asmo clicked. Oh, Asmo clicked off the game. No. Denier clicked off the game. Music stops playing.
Rebecca aims and fires. That's going to be a miss. Aims and fires. God damn, it was on the 20 for a second. She misses twice. Pogan here.
Sorry about that.
Oh, Wolfgang, your turn.
Yes. Seeing how they seem to be doing all right now, I am simply going to run over to our yeah, I'll run over to Pogan.
Mm-hmm.
And I will administer my healing hands on him. Which means that Pogan heals for 12 points of damage.
Alright. Heals back a bit of that psychic blast he took previously.
And as a bonus action, I will administer some healing light. I will use 3 uses of my healing light to heal him for 3d6.
Go for it.
And he heals for 10 points of damage.
I think you just brought this man back up to full.
Woo!
Speaking of, it is now his turn, and after hearing what Denier had done previously, he is going to attempt to banish the Mind Flayer.
In his face.
Alright. Mind Flayer must make a save, I think. Charisma save. Charisma's one of its higher stats. Let's see. Yeah, he makes it. So that's Pogan. Blast it! Squid face! Fuck! Earth back up for the challenge, going for the swing. That'll hit. Brings the hammer down. Swing number 2. And then as he brings the hammer down, he brings it right back up, and like as its head kind of like tilted down from the first smack, it gets brought right back, knocking out a bunch of like, practically knocking off like a huge chunk of its like beak teeth. This thing is hurting. Nara, you're up.
Attack! Ah! Ah! 30 with Tango Muerte.
30 to hit, will hit.
8 slashing, 2 necrotic.
This thing is barely on its feet? Question mark.
Great, doing it again. 29.
And how would you like to kill it?
Just saws it straight down the center.
So Tango Muerte just goes slice across the belly, then it goes up into the air and straight down, cutting the Mind Flayer in tween. Its two halves fall apart like a peeled banana, and it disappears into the dreamscape.
Well, that was fun.
All the negative effects on everybody begin to fade. And Denier looks over, drink still in hand, the book that he'd been writing to Prime in his hand as he had been reading it. So, what'd you learn?
Nothing.
Well, Rebecca kind of holds her hand. Definitely shouldn't be clumped together.
If it
Asmo, you're not there.
Oh.
That's right.
You woke up.
We have Plasma, though. So, Plasma is probably still berating Denier.
So we shouldn't be in a clump when we're fighting them.
That's a good one.
Earth just kind of like cracks his neck.
Their area of effect when they do their psychic overwhelming thing seems to be in a cone in front of them.
Duly noted. I'm not sure how well this training exercise would have fared if not for your involvement, if I'm going to be honest. The Earth over here looks like he could have handled a thing or two himself.
Earth. And that was quite some impressive stuff, Earth, I will say. Asmo chose well.
Irv just kind of rubs the back of his neck and kind of scrapes the toe of his shoe on the ground. Irv.
Nara gets upset at the wording.
Pogan kind of steps forward and looks to you, Daenerys.
If I were to make any suggestion, if we were to train other people with this, I definitely wouldn't throw them into that full scenario. Maybe introduce it to them piece at a time. Let them experience what it's like to get blasted first.
Of course. The only reason why I set this scenario for all of you was because I knew you were all capable.
Hey.
The first scenario that they would be dealing with would be each of them getting blasted, and then they would be learning about the various creatures that may come along from the void. And as he waves his hand, Intellect Devourer appears but doesn't move. Then the floating brain monsters that Daenerys saw in Wolfgang's dreams appear. The various creatures from the void appear. One by one. He does not show the Elder Brain, though. Because he is paranoid.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to accidentally manifest it.
Exactly. And Daenerys floats by, and he will basically give a rundown of each one and the abilities that he knows of.
Go ahead if you would like to actually control your token.
Yeah, Daenerys he's just floating on his back, almost like he's swimming through the air, almost like the Cheshire Cat.
Do not have an Intellect Devourer token? I guess you never actually fought one.
We didn't?
We ran from a bunch of them.
They were a swarm. They were a swarm of things. They were never a individual unit that you had to fight.
Yeah, fair enough.
They were a hazard, not a fight.
I would be more than happy to work with the Kylum to develop not only abilities and courses to train to get practical knowledge for not only these entities of the void, but also demons and a number of monsters. I mean, imagine if the students of the Kylum could do battle with a Claratrix in the flesh and know what dangers she might have to hold.
It would be a damn sight better than throwing them in completely unprepared.
I'll admit this form of training would be effective for the young'uns.
All right. The cloakers.
And of course, he's going over what he knows of each one while he's just relaying the basic information so that Pogan has the information that he needs to prepare the Kylum.
All right, you pass that information. I'll also put what the little guys were turned from behind them.
He talks about the tadpoles. He talks about what he knows about the process from going from red caps into mind flayers. Talking about the dangerousness of the tadpoles. He will shift the scene and show some of the tadpole breeding pools that has been seen. And of course, as he's talking, scenes are shifting to give everybody visual representations.
Right. So you spend your time imparting your knowledge upon of the creatures of the void.
Mm-hmm.
And they absorb this information, and at the end of it all, you all once again reawaken, and Asmo is probably still berating you as that happens.
Daenerys blinks a couple times, turns, looks directly at Asmo, and that grin just turns into a Cheshire Cat grin.
Alrighty, that's it. I'm gonna go scout the town.
I remember the hot springs, Asmo.
Urf stretches as he gets up. Urf. Hits his head on the bunk above him. Urf. And then Urf will stand up, give you a curt bow, and then follow after Asmo.
Take care of him, Urf. His pride's probably hurt right now.
He gives like a small grin. Urf. And then just kind of wanders out.
Oh my god, that frog scared the shit out of me.
It's just the
Gotta warn me about sounds, guys. Gotta warn me.
Oi! It's just the sound of a school. A school
Yeah.
for monster hunters. Sometimes they have frogs.
Sometimes they have froghemoths. And
Sometimes
sometimes
they have
those froghemoths... Sometimes the froghemoth tries to eat you. It's normal.
Aw, Anura?
What?
Nothing.
That's a Gobtober. All right. With that, you still have the early part of the evening left at your discretion.
Let's see. Looking at my notes. What else did we have that we needed to take care of?
There are a lot of things that are pressing. Pogan and Rebecca immediately go to like take notes and kind of try to figure out a lesson plan that could be followed for the people of the Kylum.
Right on.
Daenerys plans to return back to the tower and pretty much continue preparations, continue study of the ritual, and pretty much continue that thing to grow ever closer to being able to complete it.
Right on. Wolfgang, Nara.
I know. What can we even do about the what are they called? The Duergar right now.
I mean, if you really wanted, you guys could go down there yourselves and try to tackle the situation, but it's entirely up to you how you want to handle these threats and in what priority.
So we have the Duergar vile blood problems with Ramses and Ramses in general. The Dragon. Wait,
means
where's
also-
Dragon again?
Out to the west. And
We have
you're-
problems to the north, the south, the east, and the west.
and beneath you.
And beneath us.
The only place
You got
think
problems
that is-
everywhere.
yeah, the only place you don't think is currently trying to attack you is the sky, but even then, you're not entirely sure.
Right. And Dragon is probably having... Because the Jester's still around, right?
As far as you're aware, the last time you were aware of like where the Jester was, he was in the possession of Ramses and his cadre. But you're not really sure. He is a question mark in your mind.
And what is the current situation with the, like, Bahum and Harish and Tia?
They have left you guys this city to rebuild and to manage as you see fit, as well as all of the land in that blue box there.
Right.
They are currently waiting on you to hear about your preparations to receive the prisoner, Theradoc Firefang, as you believed that he might be of use with the dragon situation out to the west.
And we haven't and we're not prepared for that, Wolfgang, are we?
You don't have a prison that is currently set for containing him.
Yeah, I think
Still waiting for it to download.
We were waiting for. We were gonna see if we could get some silver for it, right? Because it had anti-magic properties.
Silver would not be very difficult as soon as you open the mines. But at the moment, you're worried about doing so because of the Duergar threat.
We could put him in the Parallax, but we'd have to put Lil Ass somewhere else.
That's also assuming he wouldn't. That's also assuming he wouldn't be able to escape the Parallax.
Right.
Depends if he's strong enough to know how to plane shift, since it is another dimension.
Well, it's a willpower thing, right?
Yeah, there is a save to just get out of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an inescapable prison. Now, could you build a prison inside of the Parallax? Maybe. It is just a plot of land that currently is inhabited by a T-Rex and a bunch of boxes of wood.
True.
And chickens.
That Nara still hasn't given back, yeah.
A dwindling supply of chickens as well, yes.
Yeah.
The domestic supply of chickens is lowering.
The T-Rex eats them faster than they can replenish.
This is what we get for designing birds with only, like, chicken wings. Why don't we have 18 wings on each of the birds? God damn it.
Oh my god. I'd eat them.
Yes, with all of these threats looming, you must sit and ponder as to how you will deal with each of them. And here's where we will end tonight's session.